Hello everyone, this is going to be a channeled psychic reading using watercolor paint. So I've been feeling called to do this for a while now. If you're curious on how I became a reader, because it wasn't always a thing, go check out my other videos. But just to summarize, it did start with watercolor and art. And then it led me down the tarot rabbit hole and spirituality and all the things. So I figured we would just wing it. And since we are in Aries season, we will start with Aries. And we'll just do signs as we feel called to it. I'm supposed to be going more in the flow and not like following any kind of specific schedule at the moment, so I don't know, excuse me, how much I will edit this, because I just feel like having the raw, unfiltered version is more authentic and better. You guys let me know what you think. Automatically, why, Aries? You might have throat chakra issues. Goodness gracious. So it might be a mix of allergies, but also holding back speaking your truth for way too long. So automatically, I'm getting a lot of cactuses, different kind of greenery. I'm also seeing a tidal wave. I think the positioning of this is kind of interesting because it'll kind of drip. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but for now it's fine. And then the tidal wave turns into a merry-go-round. And then I heard chaos of my own undoing. I don't know what that means. Maybe, goodness gracious, drink some water, Aries. You're so dry. We did get like the cactus. Like, I don't know, are you dealing with being in a desert? Goodness gracious. Okay, so Aries, maybe you're someone that channels your, I also heard fuels, your anger in a different way, and you're right now you're being called to not. And then I just got an image of a penguin. Do you see that right here, you guys? The penguin? Let's just zoom in for a second. Can we zoom in? Zoom out? Like I said, you guys, I've never done this way before, so I had no idea what to expect. Fun fact about penguins, you guys, did you know that they don't actually mate for life? It's apparently a myth, or if it's not a myth, it's a new scientific discovery. I don't know if it's like super new. I don't know. Someone just kind of like ran with that information when it was like, oh my gosh, penguins mate for life, but not necessarily, right? Although they do pick long-term partners a lot of the times, and a lot of the times it has to do with like instinctually knowing that they'd be like a good partner to have kids with, like they'd be a good mate to, like that penguin would take very good care of their loved ones. Okay. I'm also getting a lot of windy roads. Taking a road trip, maybe. Or just driving to self-soothe. I don't know why they're highlighting a specific drive that you take. Maybe you're the only one that knows about this, Aries. It's almost like a spiritual thing that you do solo. Maybe you don't think this is a spiritual thing, but it is. Your guides are listening when you're doing this. Those little conversations you have in your head while you're driving, those are being highlighted. And I'm also saying there's someone you know that does the same thing, but you don't know that. And at some point, your paths merge. Okay, now I'm seeing an image of a jellyfish. So I don't even know. I'd have to do some research myself, but they're saying to research the electromagnetic charge in jellyfish. What? Well, I know that they can sting. Electromagnetic. I mean, they are, I don't know, when I look at jellyfish, and I've done this often at the zoo and aquariums and stuff, and even just in the Pacific Northwest, but they seem to have some kind of interesting mystical force. And then they're highlighting the Gerald story. Have you guys heard about that? The mystical dolphin that apparently lured someone to help build an underground city. There's more to be discovered, is what they're saying. Low key, I might go over this with pen. We'll see. We shall see. Then I heard the word pectin. Then I heard penicillin. I don't know what that is. Is there a change in medications? Take what resonates. There's something about sea life that might have something to do with what could be a solution for something that you're going through medically. That's very specific. Obviously, look at the legal disclaimer, okay? Make good decisions for your own life, not just like this random psychic that's doing watercolor. But you know, I have testimonials and people that say that what I say is spot on. So I guess let me know, because I'm so curious about that now, you guys. Then they're highlighting the courage to ask questions. I think it is really brave to try something different, especially if you're someone that's like only done Western medicine and done what you're told, and you haven't really expanded outside of that. And that, yeah, of course, that's scary. I wonder what the water is going to look like at the end of this. It was clear. Any more messages for Aries? Let's see. What color do I want to use? And then I heard it's been 85 years. I got an image of the old woman from Titanic. And then I heard Heart of the Ocean. Okay. I heard Hit the Road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more. The road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh. Your heart might have been cold for a while, Aries. I think that's why I put the green over the blue. There's something reopening your heart chakra, your emotional space. I'd say even you've been resisting this. And I've been getting this song for other signs too, and myself. That's a lot of purple. I'll just go with it. Happy accidents, right? Oh. Aurora. Sleeping Beauty. Is it that one? Gosh, how does it go? I've known you, I've walked with you once upon a dream. I have the melody in my head, but I don't think I'd have the words right, so I'm not gonna sing it. Okay, I think that's where it kind of ends. I think that's why I'm getting the purples, because it's also a royal color. And I'm hearing Princess Diana. Whoever this person is, they get a lot of attention. But there's something about them where it's like something follows them. You might want to protect this person. Does anyone know about the Princess Diana conspiracy theories? Quote unquote conspiracy, right? I don't think I've ever painted a horse before, but they're wanting me to give it a go. Okay. Well, let's see. What color, I guess? Does that look like a horse, you guys? I don't know. I wasn't even looking at it. I actually had to look away to kind of channel it out. That was an interesting process. Okay. Has it got enough legs? I don't know. Who knows? It might turn into something else. You never know how spirit works. I like coffee beans. Then I think I saw a Pokemon, but I don't know what it was, which Pokemon it was. I feel like I'm out of the loop, but that was my generation. And then I saw okay, now I'm seeing an orange cat, but I was seeing like a cafe, like coffee. Then I got a teapot. Changing up your drinks is significant. So if you have like a habit of drinking one thing or specific drinks, that might be changing. And I heard row, row, row your boat. So boat travels might be significant. We also had the Titanic earlier, so then I heard, does a leopard change its spots? I don't know. So you might have gone a certain way for a long time, Aries, and you might be questioning the direction that you're going in, and you wonder, can I even make that big of a change? The answer is yes. The astrology, I know, would be very fitting and support huge amounts of growth and change, both on the spiritual and physical, if you play your cards right. There might be something at the root of what you're dealing with. I saw some shady characters. And not really faces, just energy. So So that's what was interesting, almost like a fog. And then I got an image of pirates. And so they're kind of surrounding where I mentioned the boat. Someone might be trying to steal your boat, Aries. Be careful of the drinks that you accept. I wouldn't be drinking anything unless you're like watching someone make it, or unless you trust that person. You might be a little too trusting and naive, Aries. In the social way is what they're saying. They're also saying be careful who you get in a car with. Don't let just like anyone drive you. I'm also hearing insurance scheme. Okay. There's something about the clouds, Aries. You're seeing a message in the clouds. Don't overthink it. Like, it's not a message that's meant to be seen by anyone else, just FYI. So if you're like sitting with a friend, you're like, oh my gosh, look at that cloud. Do you see that? No. It's supposed to be to you from source. Therefore, it doesn't matter if someone else can see it with you. However, it feels like there's someone that you are spiritually connected to in the airwaves that has the same, I'm hearing, feature about you. This has something to do, Aries, with what you want to create or what you're wanting to work towards, but you're not really sure how to go about it, and you feel like you can't take action because there's information missing. But the reason for that is because this person has that information. So apparently the guidance is just to get started. And then I heard Tree of Life. And then I saw an image of, have you guys seen the movie Avatar? And there's that tree that has like a bunch of like, I don't know, kind of looks like what the jellyfish have. This is took This has taken an interesting turn, don't you think? Look at that. I did not expect that. I'm really curious how the other signs are going to turn out. I'm trying to think, do I have any more messages that I can see in here? They're highlighting a video that I watched earlier that was talking about Bigfoot and how some people think national forests have energetic portals. They're highlighting that for some reason. Anyway, I guess I will end it here. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in getting an in-depth reading, go ahead and check out my links. I also have a hypsee, a Patreon, all that good stuff. I am considering saving these, recycling them, and also putting them up for sale. I just don't know. I'm the kind of artist that sometimes adds more things as time goes on to certain projects, so I never really know when I'm finished. But if anything piques your interest, let me know. I did shut my Etsy down, and I am planning to transition all the stickers and magnets eventually, all in due time. So thank you guys for being patient with me. Until next time, bye.